Ladies and gentlemen, your feature act, Who Will Save Us Now?
Yay! This city is suffocating with the stench of corruption and evil. These once proud streets have long since become a home for the depraved and violent. Even children aspire to grow into monsters that stalk the alleys with knives and guns, pushing drugs onto the innocent. Rape and murder have become the central diet for the fraternity of crime that dwells in the city's underbelly, that crooked services of law and order can't and won't deal with. Who is there to stand up for justice? Who will become the symbol that will strike fear into the hearts of the dishonest? Who will inspire the people to rally against this world gone mad? Who will...
That's all well and good, sir, but I still have to give you a parking ticket.
Written by Cyrus Bales. Read by Rob Wainwright. Carden J Byrne. Hayward Morse. And Olivia Chappell. It's... Who Will Save Us Now? Isn't this exciting?
What? Driving round aimlessly?
No, I mean our first day as being superheroes. You know, saving people and righting wrongs.
We haven't done anything, aside from waste petrol.
Come now, do not be disheartened. We crime fighters must stay alert at all times. Crime waits for no man.
What about robbery? Burglars often wait for people to leave their houses.
Okay. Aside from burglars, crime waits for no man.
And then you've got premeditated murders. They definitely wait for the opportune moment.
Fine. So some crime waits, but most of it doesn't.
Taking statistics into account, theft is probably the most common way in which the law is broken, so really, crime is actually quite patient.
How about crime, at certain times, has been known to wait for no man?
It's okay, but it doesn't quite have the same ring to it, though.
Either way, where there's crime, we shall be there.
See, now that just makes us sound like criminals.
I see your point. Let's give this a go. Where there is some crime, we will try to get there and stop it, as quickly as possible. Better?
I can see what you're trying to do there, but do you think this 10-year-old Skoda is going to get us anywhere quickly?
Do you not think this is the right vehicle for stopping injustice?
I suppose. It could be worse.
Perhaps we should get something a little racier, swift and gradual, to get us there quicker.
Then again, it's still only a 30-mile-an-hour zone.
But crime sometimes waits for no man. We cannot afford to restrict ourselves to such low speeds when people's lives could be in danger.
Are you sure? We haven't got the money to pay for any speeding tickets.
We are true men of justice. We will travel up to 40 miles an hour if that means getting to the criminals quicker.
By travelling at 40 miles an hour in a 30-mile-an-hour zone, are we not getting to criminals faster because we will technically be criminals?
No need to split hairs. We do what we have to in order to save people from danger.
But if we're speeding and we're not putting people in danger?
Not at all, because There's no time for chit-chat, Clockface. Someone is in danger. Come, let us follow those sirens. What seems to be the problem here, officer?
Do you see that building over there with all the fire coming out of it?
Yes?
Well, it's on fire.
Oh, I see. Well, fear not. We shall enter and look for anyone trapped within.
Are you sure that's a good idea? I mean, we do have several fire engines and plenty of firemen already.
Yes, but we are better, for we are superheroes.
Do you not think that's a little rude? I mean, these firemen and women dedicate their lives to helping people, making a hard living to do the right thing. Then you two show up and want to do it for free? What's wrong with you? They have mouths at home to feed, you know.
Oh.
In fact, the whole free-spirited capitalist economic system is built on the foundation of the exchange between products and services, and there you are wanting to circumvent all of that. Are you one of those communists?
Communist? I assure you, I've never been a nun in my life. Now, good day to you.
So what's the plan then?
Me and you will burst our way through that flaming doorway, then run up the stairs. After making our way to the top floor, we will work our way down through the smoke, checking each room systematically.
And we do this when exactly?
Now, of course! There's no time to waste.
Whilst the building is on fire?
Naturally.
This seems like a good idea to you.
Saving lives is as good as it is noble.
Should we not get changed first?
Why?
You're wearing a cape.
Your point?
You want to go jumping around through flames with a cape.
Come now, there are people to save.
Not to mention the shoulder pads stuffed with foam.
So?
Are you not worried?
What is there to worry about, my trusted companion?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe the fire?
We cannot shrink in the face of danger.
It wasn't the shrinking I was thinking about. More the combusting.
Will you not accompany me, dear Clockface?
Ooh, let me think on that one. I've got a big foam clock on my head and a long cape. Jumping around through the fire, what could possibly go wrong?
So you'll come with me?
Only to the hospital with you afterwards.
Excellent idea. Helping look after the injured. Great thinking.
Not what I meant.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, you've got some minor burns. We're just taking you to the hospital.
Is he going to be all right?
He'll be fine. Do you know how long he was exposed to the smoke for?
Not long. He only passed out in the doorway.
What was he even trying to do?
Lent me a few thousand in insurance.
Sorry?
Oh, nothing.
Good afternoon. I'd like to hire some goons, please.
You what? Goons?
Goons. Generic ruffians.
Ruffians?
Oh, you know, scallywags, hard men, henchmen.
Ain't got a clue what you're chatting about, mate.
Why not, young lady?
I don't know none of these funny words you're saying. I'm only on work experience.
Could you perhaps get someone who could help me then?
Not allowed to leave a desk.
How about phoning them?
Not allowed to use the phone, neither.
How about you call up your boss to see if it would be okay for you to use the phone?
I guess that'd work. Yeah, I know you told me not to use the phone. I was just calling to see if it'd be okay. Some guy here asking about goons. Alright.
Well,
He says go through to the back.
about time.
Hello, sir. Please sit down.
Thank you.
So, you'd like to hire some goons?
Yes, some all-round henchman is what I'm ideally looking for.
What sort of number? A dozen? Any special skills required?
A dozen seems fine. As for skills, just the usual safe-cracking, getaway driving, that sort of thing.
Let me show you a brochure. I think our deluxe package would be what you're looking for.
I'm not really a fan of the colour scheme. Is there not some kind of make-your-own outfit?
Oh, in that case, you want our super luxury villain package. Aside from the usual features, we provide you with a pair of tailors and a top French fashion designer to get things looking the way you want.
That sounds perfect.
And if you're interested, I can do a fantastic deal on a customized car. Even colour match it with your henchmen.
I'll take it.
Okay, I just need to jot down a few details and we'll have you going in no time. Name?
Puzzle Master. That's with the second Z backwards, of course.
Of course.
I think he's coming around. Excuse me, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, young lady, I can hear you.
You're going to be okay. You're in the hospital.
Of course. I was saving people. Are they all right?
Everyone's going to be fine.
Oh, that's a relief. I guess I'll be going then.
I'm afraid we'll need some details before we can let you go.
An interview, eh? Suppose I can spare the time?
Whatever. Name?
Leader!
Seriously, your real name.
Please, I can't give away my secret identity.
Okay. Address?
Alas, I cannot give you this information, for if it were to fall into the hands of my enemies...
Fine. National insurance number.
Again, this knowledge is something I must not divulge.
You're going to be like that. Just sign this and piss off.
An autograph? Huh, why not? There we go. I'm afraid I must be going now, but it was lovely meeting one of my fans.
Twat.
Hello again.
My name's Claire, not again.
Never mind, I'll just go through and pick up my order.
I'm on work experience, you know.
Of course you are, my dear.
Good to see you again, Mr. Master.
Please call me the Puzzle Master.
Okay, so I trust you've got everything the way you want it.
Yes, I'm quite happy.
So, these are your thugs. And your car is out the back. Here are the keys.
Thank you.
Oh, now there's just one thing we have to do is just tally up the bill. Will you be paying by cash or credit card?
Neither, I'm afraid.
Sorry? The fee comes to £200,000. Maybe you'll be paying by cheque.
I've got a better idea.
Oh?
How about you give me all the money in your safe and we'll leave peacefully? Henchman, teach him a lesson.
Yes,
boss.
Wait, what are you doing?
You didn't think I was actually going to pay, did you? I am a supervillain after all.
But they're my henchmen.
Ah, but the contract has already been signed, and it is legally binding.
No such thing as honor amongst thieves, then.
I'm not a thief, I'm a villain.
Technically, by taking these thugs and the car and the outfits, you're pretty much filling out the definition of stealing.
Well, if you're going to get technical about it. Anyway, what sort of a business plan is it to cater exclusively to villains? I mean, really, did you not expect this to happen?
Yes, but not this many times.
You mean this has happened before?
Quite a lot, actually.
And you didn't think about changing your business practices?
It's not that easy. It's hard being a henchman supplier without having your own. When I was growing up, I dreamed of being a supervillain, but I dropped out of villain college in my first year.
Oh, why was that?
I couldn't afford the tuition fees.
Didn't you realize that was part of the course? You had to go out and steal your tuition fees.
Really?
Oh, don't feel bad about it. Some people just aren't cut out for being supervillains. But then again, where would we be without our henchmen? You're providing an important service, you know.
You really think so?
I'd say you're nearly as important as we are.
Of course, I'm an essential part of the well-oiled machine of crime.
Exactly.
So, does this mean you're going to pay me?
Of course not. Get him, boys.
Yes, boss. Come here.
So, what are we supposed to do while we're waiting for something to happen?
We train, of course. Keep ourselves at the peak of physical condition.
But we don't want to overwork ourselves. Otherwise, by the time we get into action, we'll be too exhausted.
I see your logic, but what do you suggest?
I was thinking, what about a pool table?
Too expensive.
Well, we could take it out to the Doomsday Fund.
We can't do that. That money is for when the world is about to end, and we really need it.
Excuse me for asking, but what exactly are we going to buy if the world is about to end? Apart from new pair of underpants, of course.
It'll be an emergency. You never know what you'll need. That's why the fund is there. I'm afraid your pool table will have to wait.
Can we at least buy a new teller then?
What's wrong with our current television?
Aside from the fact it's actually a radio.
It works just fine. See?
Breaking news just in. Police have been called to the City National Bank following a daring robbery that made off with £2 million. The only clue the police have is a jigsaw left at the crime scene, accompanied by a note saying, "Puzzle Master." Detectives are stumped, as there is no picture on the box.
Did you hear that? We have ourselves a case. Clockface, are you any good with jigsaw puzzles?
Well, they're not exactly difficult.
Excellent! To the City Bank! Stand back, officers. The cavalry has arrived.
In that case, where are your horses?
Oh, I meant in the metaphorical sense.
Oh, I'd appreciate it if we were a bit clearer about that in future.
I'm sorry, but we have no time for idle chit-chat. Stand aside, officer.
You can't go in there. It's a crime scene.
Can you not see that we are heroes, fighting for justice and all that is good?
In that case, you'll have a pass then.
A pass? We protectors of law are above such things.
Then you can't come in.
Oh, pretty please?
Rules are rules, I'm afraid.
What harm could it do? Just let us in this once.
If I let you in, not only will it degrade the important investigative police work going on inside, but it belittles the essential structure of law enforcement that has been established in this fine country for hundreds of years. Not to mention our public image, which is already under heavy scrutiny from the media. It's just not possible.
But my friend here is an expert jigsaw puzzle solver.
Why didn't you say so? Come right this way. Detective, I've got some people here to see you.
Can't you see I'm busy trying to find all the edge pieces?
They're here to help.
The last thing we need is a couple of vigilantes getting in the way of important police work.
But sir, one of them is an expert at jigsaw puzzle.
Holy Christ, why didn't you say so?
Yes, my friend here is the finest jigsaw puzzler in the country.
What sort of qualifications do you have?
It's just a jigsaw.
Degrees! He's got several jigsaw degrees.
Wow, so he's a real thing, eh? You, sir, are the stuff of legends.
I am?
There's no time to lose. Come and see what we've got so far.
Any idea of what it's a picture of?
Not a clue. He's some kind of mastermind. We're in the dark on this one.
What about the sky pieces? You found all those yet?
My God, you're a genius. Here it is.
Is this some kind of joke?
This is a very serious matter, I assure you.
Okay, give me 1 minute.
Do you really think you can do it?
Us heroes can do extraordinary things.
Finished.
Incredible. How did you do it?
It's a 9-piece puzzle.
9 whole pieces? Amazing. Oh, look, there's a message written across the puzzle.
If you ever wish to see your 2 million again, bring £3 million to the dockyard at midnight tonight. Come alone. How fiendish! What will we do?
The only thing we can do, give him the money. And you two are the ones who'll negotiate the handover.
Hold on, you're actually going to give him the money?
We have to.
And you think this is a good idea because...
What else can we do?
Are you sure you're a detective?
Yes. Would you like to see my pretty shiny badge?
No, I really wouldn't.
So it's settled. We give you the 3 million and let you take it to the puzzle master.
Perfect.
Sorry to interrupt, but is it really wise to give all that money to 2 people you've only just met who are dressed in ridiculous outfits?
Is that a problem?
We could be anyone. You don't know who we are.
But you helped us solve the puzzle. You must be the good guys.
Oh dear. No wonder the nation's in trouble. So what's the plan then?
We wait here for the puzzle master to show. Give him the money, then get the bank's money back.
You see, we could do that. Or we could give my idea a go.
Oh, do tell.
Okay, now follow this closely. We have £3 million in a bag. We are to exchange this amount for £2 million. Are you still with me?
Yes,
And the police, they want us to bring back £2 million to them.
I'm still following you.
So surely if we take £1 million out of this bag and take it back to the police, they will still have the money, right?
But what happens with the million that we took out of the bag?
We keep it.
But that's against our code.
Your code, you mean?
Sorry?
Look, if we're using that money, it means it's going to support justice, right? Surely that's a good thing.
But we won't be completing our task.
With my plan, we can have £500,000 each.
£500,000? Why, that's almost £400,000.
Sure, whatever.
Nevertheless, we've undertaken this mission, and we must see it through to the end.
Why do I bother?
For the good of mankind.
I was being rhetorical.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you get better soon.
Oh,
Quiet! A figure approaches. We must prepare ourselves. Are you the puzzle master?
Who wishes to know?
It is I, leader, and my companion, Clockface. We have your money.
Really?
Of course. Do you have our money?
I have the 2 million.
Then let us make the exchange.
First, let me count the money in your bag.
would it not be a lot quicker if we just gave you £1 million from our bag and be done with it?
Don't be so naive, dear Clockface. We must trade our 3 million for his 2. Just giving him 1 million is completely different. And quite frankly, rather silly.
Really? You don't say.
You couldn't give me a hand counting it, could you? There is an awful lot here.
My pleasure.
There's 2 of us. We could just take him down.
Alas, that is not the way of the hero.
Don't worry, Cockface. You'll understand one day.
Clock face. There's an L in it. Clock face. Like telling the time instrument.
Sure, whatever you say.
I mean, isn't this giant foam clock on my head not a bit of a giveaway?
It's so hard to find good help these days, isn't it?
It's not his fault. He never went to hero college.
Really? And he's still covered by your insurance?
I have to pay a higher rate, but it's worth it in the end. After all, he's the one who solved your jigsaw puzzle.
So you're the genius who worked out my little jigsaw conundrum.
It was a 9-piece puzzle.
No need to brag. It's obvious you have a knack for the quizzical.
Right, it's all counted up. £3 million.
Thanks. Your bag is just over there.
Should we not count it?
Oh, no need. I'm sure it's all there. Honour amongst thieves and all that.
Well, I had to stop for petrol on the way, so there's a little bit is missing, but not too much.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Then again, I didn't expect petrol to be so expensive. How can they charge so much? Should be a crime.
Tell me about it.
Anyhow, I must retire to my lair, but I shall leave your genius friend Cockface with an enigma.
It's clock face.
Fine, but can you tell me what gets wetter as it dries? Perhaps you can figure it out before our paths cross again.
It's a towel. It's a towel.
Sorry?
It's a towel. Something that gets wetter as it dries. It's obvious.
Oh. However, I bet you cannot tell me what breaks when you say it.
Silence.
What?
You call yourself the puzzle master. I learned this at school.
You may think you can outsmart me, but I'll leave you with a real brain teaser. What is black, white, and red all over?
A newspaper.
Look, could you please just stop it? Tell him.
You can't just keep spoiling his exit like that. It's against the rules.
This is just nonsense. First we give him more money than what he started with, and now we're letting him get away.
I understand you didn't want to go to Hero College, but that doesn't mean you can just ignore the rules. There's procedures for this sort of thing.
Thanks.
Don't mention it. He's still learning, really. Okay, try it again. And this time, Clockface, don't say anything.
See you next time, heroes. Until then, when is a door not a door?
When it's a jar.
Damn you, cockface!